Can you believe it? China is really going to hit an asteroid. Wu Weiren, chief designer of China Lunar planning an asteroid interception test, is to launch an asteroid interceptor. Just hit an asteroid. This is a first in the history of Chinese spaceflight. It appears that China's South Tianwen project. No wonder we have a new branch of arms. Military Space Force. I feel like it's mainly for space threats. And the 93 military parade a few days ago validated everyone's conjecture. That's good. Why hit this asteroid? Because if you don't intervene, once this asteroid hits the Earth, the consequences would be devastating. You know, 66 million years ago, is a 10-kilometer asteroid, was causing global climate collapse. 75% of species are gone. If a similar disaster were to happen again, human civilization may repeat the mistakes of the dinosaurs. However, it is also possible that it's real to hit other countries' satellites. That's just my guess. Who knows? So scientists from all over the planetary defense have been planning instead of passively waiting for an asteroid. Why don't you study in advance how to push it away? China is listed the 3-step plan for this mission. Wu Weiren this interception experiment. It's a regular trifecta. The first step is to send scouts to launch the close approach to asteroid, find out his body shape, density, orbital parameter, and send the strong generals to launch impactor, hit head-on at a few kilometers per second. Try to change the trajectory of the asteroid. The last thing is to keep staring at him until the trajectory changes of the planets impact effect data. So how does the impactor hit? Is to rush directly or with an explosive device. How about hundreds of thousands accurately hit a high-speed flying stone? Don't forget, asteroids don't sit still in the universe. They travel at tens of thousands of meters per second. The world's first experiment to hit a planet. It's U.S. time back to September 27th, 2022. Start a probe launched by NASA, flying for nearly 10 spanning months. 11 million kilometers. The target is only an asteroid called Deimos. It's itself about 160 meters in diameter. It's about the size of a small hillside. It would have been orbiting a larger asteroid. Deimos Revolution. The probe flew to the end in the final hours. Just saw what this asteroid looked like. You know, it's traveling at speeds of up to 6.6 dozens of times faster than a bullet. After entering the end, the probe relies entirely on an autonomous navigation system because it takes tens of seconds for the signal to go back and forth. It's like turning on autopilot. Step-by-step correction. Keep an eye on the asteroid. At the last minute, the probe slammed into Deimos, turned into a dazzling flash. In an more than 600 kilograms of metal debris, the dust that smashed the surface of the asteroid. After the impact, scientists looked through telescopes of dust to see tens of thousands of kilometers behind the asteroid, like a temporary comet. And here's the thing. Follow-up observations revealed the orbital period of Deimos was shortened from 11 hours and 55 minutes to a full 33 minutes less. This means that the first human success altered the orbit of a celestial body. Don't underestimate these 33 minutes. It is a milestone in the history of human planetary defense. If an asteroid is going to hit Earth in the future, we don't have to wait to die, but the opportunity to use to push it away a little bit. Even the slightest change, enough to make it past the Earth. China has now become the second largest country in the world. This means that we have entered the first echelon of planetary defense. This move is ostensibly to protect the planet. In fact, the gold content is far because if an asteroid really threatens the Earth, we have a real technical trump card. This is also a necessary weapon for future space security. The United States established a space force shouting to dominate space. China will establish a military space force. The purpose was not to self-defense. We don't just have to protect people on Earth. The future is on the Chinese astronauts working on Mars. Don't forget, China now has a Chunglong space station, our own space home. Beidou navigation accuracy rivals or even surpasses GPS. Qianfan communication. The sky is full of Chinese eyes and Chinese ears. Moon base, an outpost dedicated to human deep space exploration. So intercept the asteroid. It's just one part of China's space chess game. It is both a shield for the Earth. It is also the heir of future space exploration. An age of space navigation belonging to all mankind by our own hands. And this time China is not absent.